Well, Apple could be about to feel the wrath of the European Commission, which is set to accuse the US tech giant of benefiting from illegal Irish tax deals. That's according to the FT. The newspaper says the probe may lead to billions of euros in fines. The details of the investigation could surface later this week. Just the tip of the iceberg, perhaps? I mean, we've all been in Ireland following the amount of different corporates that have relocated there for the double, was it the double Irish?
The double Irish, yes, absolutely.
That's not a beer.
You know what, and I'm going to go libertarian on this. Tax rates are different for a reason. Different governments use them as a means of trying to attract business. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Tax arbitrage exists. Until we have a United Nations that has a remit to harmonise tax policy across corporates and wages, let it roll on.
Fair
you know?
point, but what about Brussels, and what about some of the agreements that have been signed about not poaching and having fair play across across Europe? This breaches some of that, doesn't it?
But I think we have to be, there's a governance issue representing shareholders, which is I feel we have to tell companies it's, you know, the world is generally in a tough place, and most citizens want everyone to be paying their fair share. Not necessarily just their legal share, but their fair share. And so we all, I think one of the last times I was on, we were discussing the fact, you know, Starbucks doesn't pay any tax here in the UK. I mean, you know, Apple sells hundreds of millions of pounds worth of product and pays no tax. We wouldn't call that fair. It may be legitimate or legal, but it's not fair. And I think we as shareholders, we have to be quite careful with our message to managements, because sometimes they should do the right thing rather than...
But it's not the absolute level of tax that's the problem. It's the complexity of the tax regimes. That's what makes it expensive, that's what makes it complicated, and that's what gives all these loopholes as well. And I'll stand by a couple of the facts which I've picked up on this story that we've done many, many times. Is one, the UK tax code is now longer than War and Peace, and two, the US tax code doubles approximately every 24 years. Isn't the key here just to make it simpler so there are less loopholes, and then your harmonisation issue, whilst being very important, will be a lot easier?
I mean, certainly the Germans didn't win on getting the Irish to change when they were bailing them out, and so there's no pressure on the Irish now to change the system.